Hi there, it's Mary from mary.stampingup.net. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for joining me in this series of videos featuring Easter treat projects. This one is a cute basket and it features the Easter Joy 12 by 12 specialty paper from Stampin Up. Gorgeous paper. It's thicker than normal designer series paper, almost the weight of cardstock, and most of the sheets have a little bit of foiling through them. This is the one we're going to use today. The camera's probably not picking it up, but it has a little bit of foil in here. So let's go ahead and get it made. You're going to need a piece of this Easter Joy. That's on the other side. So cute. Easter Joy designer series paper, and that one measures that's 3 by 11 inches. You're going to need a base, which is 3.5 by 3.5. That's pretty in pink. And you'll need 3 strips, which measure 1/2 by, is it half? Just don't check my notes. Yeah, 1/2 inch by 11. So all 3 of them. That's for the trim, and then the handle as well. So let's go ahead, and you're going to need the Easter treats for the Ephemera pack. So I've got a Whisper White square and circle die cut from the Stylish Shapes dies. That's Early Espresso. And then one of the items out of the Easter treats Ephemera pack, which is this one here. Mix and match they are. So all designed for Easter, springtime, just any general crafting that you may need. All individual little die cuts, very pretty, mostly pastel colors. Let's go ahead and get this made. Pop that out of the way. You'll need your Simply Scored tool or your trimmer to do the scoring. Oops, don't need to do that one. So you need that small piece of cardstock, the 3.5 by 3.5, and you're going to score it 1/2 inch on all 4 sides. Oops. I got that one a bit low. Never mind. You won't see it. I didn't get that score mark quite right, but you won't see the inside of this, so that is good. So just fold and burnish those score lines. I have put all the dimensions and links to all the products I've used below in the description bar below, and I put my scissors over here. So just cut up each one of these. Don't cut them away, just cut up. Like I said, you're not going to see the inside. Right. Grab some Tombow or green glue, whatever adhesive you want, and we're just going to be putting the base together like this. So just so I don't get glue everywhere, I'll use my silicone mat. Bring those up together. Make sure the edges are all matching. And then while it's drying, we'll just give it a, just going to pop my little wooden pegs on here. Just to give it a bit of time to dry. Alright, so we'll put that over there for one moment. Let's get the embellishment for the front ready. So I've got another piece of this beautiful paper, this beautiful paper, 2 3/8 inch circle punch. Punch out the Easter eggs like that. that to my stylish shape die. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, I didn't mean to drop that on there, but at least it's on my silicone mat, which is better. Okay, let's get that out of the way before we have any more damage. So that's our circle adhered, and then we may as well go ahead and put our little embellishment on there at the same time too. Let's use a couple of dimensionals to pop that up. I have actually used a white ribbon. It's actually a retired ribbon, but it's just the right size for this, so whatever ribbon you have is fine, absolutely fine. And then that goes onto, not that, onto here. So we may as well go ahead and adhere them all on now, I think, while we're waiting for our base to set. Just give it one more minute there. Okay, that's our embellishment for the top. That's a little bit crooked, isn't it? I'll see if I can just straighten the basket up a little bit. Ooh, yep. That's better. Okay, let's do the base. Now this is not that tricky. You just have to, what am I trying to say? You just have to be patient. So grab your tear and tape. That's the best adhesive for this. And you're going to put your tear and tape along the bottom. Now I've used paper that's not directional, so if you're using a directional paper, just be careful where you're having the top and the bottom. So run that down the bottom. That's going to be the base of the box, the bag I mean, the basket, and then one along the side as well. Okay, so that's your tear and tape portion done, and then we're just going to take that tear and tape off. I'm not going to take that one off just yet, so grab your tear and tape, and then wherever you want to start, I'm just going to start in the middle. Go straight, so you want to line up the bottom of your card, your paper, to the bottom of the box, and then just hold and fold, so into that little crease there on the corner. Just be gentle, you're wanting to get it as straight as possible because, whoops, there we go. So you're aiming for it to be absolutely flush with the bottom. And then over there. Okay, so that's nearly there. So can you see that, what I've done? Okay, and then I'm just going to take that last little piece off there. And then bring that round. Okay, I'm nearly done. Bring that round so it's flush, lining up, and then the seam, that final seam. Now you can keep that as the back of your little basket if you want to. I choose to leave it at the front and then I cover it up with the embellishments there. So at this point, grab your bone folder and just go around the inside and just flatten it all out so it's securing that adhesive down. Okay, if you used Tombow, the green glue, I think it would make a mess because this paper's got that foil, and glue does not like foil. So grab another one of the strips that we cut, and starting at the seam there, do the same thing, wrapping around so you are flush. Oops. Okay. It's easy to get it slightly off. Okay, that's that one done. And then the top one. I think this pretty in pink is so lovely. Oops, put my little basket over there. Same, come around to that edge where we did the bottom one, and line it up so it's flush, and then just work your way around. This little basket is not my original design at all. So just come back a little bit. I've seen many of our other Stampin' Up demonstrators make this one, so this is a nod to everyone who's made one ahead of me. I just really wanted to showcase this beautiful cards designer series paper, which is definitely thicker than paper. There we go, and there we have it. So it's the top, and isn't that cute? So just, you know, work that round there, work that paper. The last piece of your strip is, I've already put a little bit of tear and tape on the bottom. You could use Tombow, the green glue I should say, for this one if you preferred. And that just goes, which way? So the seam is at the front, and then this is just going to go in here, so it's covering it up, and then over there, like that. Now, if you want to, you might need to just put one of your little pegs on to secure it for a second. Let's adhere that fabulous cute little basket of eggs from the Ephemera pack, and I think let's go with dimensionals. Like I said, I'm using a retired ribbon, but whatever you've got in your stash. Whoops. I want it to be a bit further down, so it's touch up from the bottom, and then our ribbon's going to cover that seam there. So like I say, you can put the seam at the back, no worries. Ribbon. I love this ribbon. I hope it comes back. Stampin' Up, if you're listening, please bring this ribbon back. It is, if you still have it, it's the white, just the basic white ribbon, and it's what's the width of it? It is 1.3 centimeters. So please bring it back. Can't go wrong with a good ribbon, can you? It's just going to go there. A couple of glue dots, and we're nearly done. Do you think you'll make this basket? I hope you do. It's so cute. I mean, it's in all the colours. I made this one in, that one there is Shy Shamrock, which is a colour that's going to be leaving Stampin' Up at the end of May. It's one of our in colours, so it's only around for 18 months, and then it will be replaced by another in colour. So I'll probably make another couple of these using that one. This beautiful cardstock has a lot of the Shy Shamrock has a lot of those in colours in the colourway. And there you have it. Let me get my pegs off there. That's it. Easy to make. Super easy to make. I really hope you give those little baskets a go. They're very easy to make and they're so cute. As I said, I have put a link in the description bar below for the dimensions and also the products I've used today. Thanks so much and have a fabulous day. Bye.